Hello and welcome to the Plaster Podcast. In this episode, I speak with 10th Planet Black Belt Curtis Hembroff. He is the host of 10P ATX Radio in Austin, Texas. This was recorded right after Eddie Bravo Invitational 14 in 2017. We touch on a bunch of different subjects: mixed flick of Death and Devotion, mastering the system, EBI, combat jiu-jitsu, my personal hero's journey in LA, and other fringe topics. If you like this episode, please show your love by sharing it with your friends, and you can also support the podcast by going to subscribestar.com/plaster. Now enjoy my conversation with Curtis Hembroff at 10th Planet Austin.
Production team, motherfucker. Oh, you know what? Ready for Austin.
Well, we gotta go to On It. We gotta go see what the fuck. We gotta go see how small the place is, if the lights really work, and how to get power for the production truck.
Grabbing a beer.
Beer? I thought you were cutting weight.
Ruben!
I love being in Austin because you can just walk down the street and hear people talking about understanding yourself and reality. It's an oasis inside of a desert.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live here with Eddie Bravo, the head of 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. I'm Alex Jones, obviously. We were talking about a headline for this live feed on this Saturday night here in Austin, Texas. And I thought, hey, let's talk about the New World Order, talk about chemtrails, talk about geoengineering, talk about vaccines, talk about Trump, talk about the New World Order, but also, ladies and gentlemen, talk about the Joe Rogan Experience. That was the biggest podcast he ever did back in February of this year. And he's invited me back soon, so I look forward to that. But reminiscing about the biggest podcast in podcast history. 5 million downloads on YouTube, 20-some million downloads.
10th Planet Austin.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 10P ATX Radio. I'm your host, Curtis Hembroff, and I'm here with Michael Plaster of Plastering the System. What up, G?
What up, man? Shit. It's great to be here. We just got in from, I watched y'all talk about EBI 14. The recap of On It 6.
Yeah.
And that's like
2 days ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was like a cap of a beautiful 2-year stint that you've been here for 2 years, right?
It's been about 2 years, yeah. December 19th will be our 2-year anniversary.
Man.
Been a crazy 2 years, dude. I got like twice as much gray hair. Oh my gosh. The lines on my face came out strong.
I got a lot of really great footage myself. I had the privilege of exploring the facility with all these high level competitors in it. You know,
Not just that, you were showing it off a little bit. You've been here before. You know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, to see that this many high level competitors all in one space, especially a space like On It, it's
that's what it's for.
It's like on fire. You know.
It was hot in here.
Yeah.
Clothes were coming off. Who the fuck are you, Michael Plaster? Jesus.
What do you want to know?
Does you guys know who he is? Because I know who he is. He's plastering the system. He's the man behind the scene. He's the man behind the curtain, the magic. You do it all, man. Michael Plaster.
Me and my
Tell me about yourself real quick. Let's introduce you real quick. I'm gonna give you a quick rundown.
Sure.
You are a photographer, videographer, artist extraordinaire who's worked on a number of projects, but most notably in recent years, it's been Mastering the System, and the Mixed Flicks of Death and Devotion project you worked on was also really sick, man. All the Eddie Bravo videos, the songs I'm constantly using, he put on this massive compilation of music video to movies, which was just deep.
Yeah,
man.
Mixed Flick of Death and Devotion. That's actually that took a year to make.
Wow.
It was Eddie was like, "Hey man, why don't you throw some slideshow on this song, on the song I have?" I'm like, "All right, I'll do that. And so I just took a movie that I thought was badass looking. I just cut a little video to it. That was Too Late.
That was dope.
And that was cut to the Kotze trilogy, which is my most influential documentary series ever. That
video is moving, to say the least. It has such powerful imagery on top of the song. The combination of the two is just the experience, man.
So after that, Eddie and I collaborated on that, and he had the brilliant idea of just taking the best looking, most classic movies of all time and remixing those to his songs. And he was coming out with new songs all the time.
Yeah, he's always working.
Yeah. We did 15 of those, released it on YouTube, just put it all on an hour-long
Straight
video, and then each video individually.
Yeah, I like that setup because you can just put it on YouTube, let it play. You got a nice, constant, good music in the background, something cool to watch. I like when you guys stack them like that. I'm a really big fan of the Bruce Lee video.
Oh yeah,
that's probably my favorite.
The Temple When the Sun Hits.
The Temple When the Sun Hits. That song just rips, man. And then the video is just like, if you guys haven't seen that, YouTube, The Temple When the Sun Hits, watch that video, man. It is powerful.
Smoke Serpent.
Powerful.
Actually,
Mastering the System, man. Tell us about that a little bit. I know you make badass videos, but you're the man behind all that right now.
Yeah, I started taking my camera to class when I first started.
Like you all should.
Everyone should be doing that. Everyone should be taking their phone out, and if their instructor's cool with it, recording what's going on. Not just the technique, but get creative with it. Make your own.
The CIA needs that data.
Yeah.
So get it done, and unless they say don't record me, be respectful of your studio. Yeah. But for the most part, if you're not recording, you can't remember it all.
Yeah.
Make a video.
And then, so I started bringing my camera just like that, bam. And then things evolved where the spot opened up to start editing them. So I started editing.
Bam.
And then
the
people submitted.
MTS changed. MTS got new. It got upgraded, man. It's been cool.
Well, I think it was on iPad before, and then I just switched it over to like a Sony system.
I gotcha.
Yeah. But
the content's better. The whole thing's smoother. It's only $4.99 a month. You get a lot of badass stuff. So you get a lot of
10th Planet.
The technique obviously is always there. That's stronger than it's ever been before. The camera work's stronger than it's ever been before. But then just the content and the community. If you're looking to learn more about 10th Planet and Michael Plaster, dude, Mastering the System's where I'd start.
Thanks.
Yeah,
that's a badass plug.
It's 100% true.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. All I'm doing right now is going to different gyms, different 10th Planet gyms, and collaborating with them in creating content. Usually it's centered around, some athlete that's doing a competition. But that's how I'm spending most of my time, really getting in and learning who the people are that are running this thing.
Nice. The industry.
Yeah, and then that's going into the show. And generally, Mastering the System is an hour and a half to 2 hours long, depending on how much content there is. But a lot of it is also driven by user submissions. Like people will send me a highlight, send Eddie whatever video, and then Eddie sends it to me and says, "Hey, put that in."
I can't tell how many times I've seen someone show Eddie a video, like, look at my phone, and Eddie will start watching it, and he'll like, let's put this on Mastering the System, send it to Plaster. You'll see it all the time.
Yeah. So I'm trying to keep it like a representative of the audience.
I noticed you do some work with EBI. I've seen you interviewing the athletes there, so you kind of like help support the EBI system.
A lot of the setup time for EBI takes about a month. You know, we go out. Manny Loya is the other producer there. Manny Loya, he builds the show, and we go out to all the local talent, interview them. If we can't go out there, you know,
try to find someone there who can do it.
Yeah. And that takes about a month. So I guess, EBI does take time when it does come around. And then it climaxes at the night, and then we're on to the next one.
And then Combat Jiu-Jitsu is coming up, so you got that as well. That might add more to the mix.
Critically, that was like a huge success.
Oh, I was there. I felt the energy in the audience.
They were crushed after that. They're like, okay, this is
legit.
Yeah, this is real.
I know the industry is in need of it. It's that middle ground between jiu-jitsu and MMA, and I feel like it kind of fills the void for some of that. We want to see how jiu-jitsu works when someone's throwing punches. Not so much the standing to striking, but that like.
If you look at the talent, it was high level. I think they're high level MMA competitors. I mean, Chad George was just in his last fight, like a month ago or 2 months ago?
Totally.
And he came down and conquered that. He showed that he was dominant on the ground, you know, as long as we can keep it honest.
You can watch MMA and UFC, and you'll see 5 fights in a row with no jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, but just jiu-jitsu isn't, it's that middle ground where we get like, you get the grappling with the striking.
I want to know how many people pay attention, like who do jiu-jitsu. I want to know how many of them pay equal or more attention when there's striking happening. Or if they say, oh, nothing's happening until they start clinching and they start watching. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a wrestler. He's going to do some takedowns.
EBI 14, I heard, had record numbers on UFC Fight Pass.
Oh, damn.
So what I heard from Eddie was that UFC Fight Pass was really stoked. I'm stoked, man, to host it here and then have numbers like that. That was good, man. I don't
know how you can top an Absolutes in Austin, Texas.
That was pretty crazy.
With On It. Yeah, I don't.
That final was nuts, man.
Yeah, everyone's talking about Craig Jones versus
he blew up
Gordon
on
Ryan.
that one. He was already on the up and up, but then EBI 14 hit and Craig Jones on another planet all of a sudden.
He almost didn't even make it.
Oh yeah?
He almost pulled out last minute.
There was something going on with him, his travel or something like that. He wasn't at the weigh-ins that morning.
Yeah, he was doing real bad during the traveling, and we were like, is he gonna make it to the rules meeting? I don't know. And then I saw him the night prior, and he was like, I'm just gonna rest.
Oh, you made it night prior. Okay.
Yeah, and then the day of, he's sitting there waiting to face Gordon Ryan in the finals. He's like, hey man, and think about it, it almost didn't happen. This almost didn't happen. Dang. That was a real battle for 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Everyone's talking about Gordon. Everyone's talking about Craig Jones. What I want to hear about is your journey, man. I saw a post that you wrote this morning, and it was pretty powerful, and it had a lot of history, and it had a lot of, it was deep. About 8 years ago, you're in Austin. And the idea of training with Eddie Bravo came across your plate. Tell me more about this. Like, where were you at? What were you doing? And what set you on this path that's led you here?
Oh, damn.
Where
I'm really happy to share this. Man, I did capoeira for 10 years.
That's right.
So I started doing capoeira in high school, like after some friend was like, hey, come to breakdancing. And then breakdancing had some capoeira guys, and then I just jumped into it from there. I watched Joe Rogan Experience when he was on the couch, when he was just starting on the couch with Red Band. And every once in a while, Eddie would pop up. I didn't really know who he was, but I liked what he said.
Drop some conspiracy.
Yeah, and so that went away. In fact, I did like a month of Japanese jiu-jitsu. And with the gi, it was really basic. And someone brought in Mastering the Rubber Guard. He was like, hey, man, you're flexible. You could probably do this. I looked at it. It looked like Russian, to me. I was like, okay, I don't understand. Or didn't know what it said, left. And then it wasn't until I decided to move to LA 5 years ago that I was like, oh man, I've been watching Eddie on JRE. Let's go do some jiu-jitsu. Maybe that was just a question.
It's crazy how well JRE can promote things, man.
Yeah, I mean it's
nuts.
It's counterculture. You know, I think that's the same with 10th Planet. It's all counterculture, and that's why I was driven to it initially. You know, not just the jiu-jitsu. I came here with a girlfriend. We didn't have much, and we just survived for 3 years, 2
In
years.
LA?
Yeah,
That's how it is for most
just
people, right?
survive.
All of you people that want to move to LA, become big movie stars and martial artists,
Yeah,
it's fucking hard. You're gonna go out to LA and it's gonna be a lot of fun, but dang, it eats people up, huh?
yeah. I almost had to come back. Like I was like, man, I have no money. I have to fly back to Austin.
Dude,
to
I had to go back to
next
Alaska, kill fish,
Yeah,
chop down trees, whatever I had to do to keep training. Oh my god.
yeah. Just skate by however you can. But now it's good. Like now that there's a community, that's what really changed me, was understanding that a community is a living, breathing thing with lots of love, and you can build things inside of a community. And so I've been flourishing as a producer because I can collaborate with a bunch of people.
The more you become part of that community, the more you contribute to the community, the more the community fuels you.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And that's it's 5 years ago. I just had it in my head. I was like, okay, this is the beginning of the hero's journey. If you just watch Star Wars, Luke goes through the exact same hero's journey. Boom, 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 and we all go through that.
That's what life is.
Yeah, it's
It's a Star Wars movie.
over and over and over again. Yeah, the hero's journey. That's all we watch.
Is
on
that where we
movies.
met? So we met at Tap Out?
Yeah, Tap Out.
Tap Out Gym? Yeah.
Yeah, I was a white belt. I think you were
Blue or purple?
Probably purple.
Well, I came back a blue.
Okay.
So if you were there when I came back a blue. I was in North Dakota, rocking the Bakken. Those guys know what that is. Plaster, I remember. You were a new guy there. You always had the camera. You were the guy with the camera. Yeah, man. Always standing around, zooming.
Oh man, that's where it comes from. You know, there's a lot of I'll have my phone on me and I'll just make videos throughout the day. You know, it's just a lifestyle. And just like training 3 days. You know, you're a professional athlete. Okay, that's a lifestyle you're gonna live.
So you went to LA, had a couple motivations. Couldn't have just been jiu-jitsu. You were already there.
Yeah. What pushed me? Well, I was depressed. I was chronically depressed my whole life. And every 6 months I would dive in a deep, dark depression, come out. And so there was lots of instability. Okay. My sister had died from a heroin overdose in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Yeah.
And I dealt with that in the family. And then after that, I was like, okay, now I have the excuse to do whatever I want. Right? I don't have to give anyone any explanation about anything I do right now because my sister just died. Okay? So I was like, all right, let's go try to be a hero. You know?
Why not?
That was the call to adventure, was a kick in the ass. You know, someone dying was the call to adventure, was the instability that led to the call to adventure. And I had talked with a couple.
And in
friends.
regards of hero, you meant in your own life, like you want to.
Yeah, like living as though you are that protagonist character, going through the hero's journey in any like you see in any Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's always the same story, archetypically.
And when you're in the middle of a day and you find yourself kind of like unfocused or not on track, you always go, "Hey, wait a minute, motherfucker! You're a hero on a journey." And you pull yourself back in. Like how does that mindset work for you? How have you cultivated that mindset?
So I was depressed for a long time. So there was always that crash. I was very familiar with what you're talking about. The lack of motivation to get up, make choices every day, to plan for the future. You know, to make sacrifices now for later. Like all these things that improve your life in the long run. I started watching Dr. Mark Gordon. He's an endocrinologist. He's been on Joe Rogan 2-3 times. After I saw him the second time, I said, okay, he's got to be my doctor, because all he was talking about was traumatic brain injury. I was like, okay, well, I've been hit in the head a shit ton, so I'm sure
From Capoeira?
No, I had a crazy ass childhood.
Oh, okay.
It was like isolation and violence.
Okay.
It was crazy. chaos. But I busted my head open 4 times here.
Yeah, you got some fighter scars going on.
Dude. So I went to this Dr. Mark Gordon, did a whole blood panel. Turns out my testosterone was like half of what it should be. Got on Clomid, like a small cycle.
Selective estrogen receptor modulator.
Bam, that's it. And along with other nutrient supplements, fish oil, basic shit to make your body run good. I hadn't experienced depression since.
Oh, wow.
The testosterone came back normal high. So
It improved your testosterone level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a balance of other
And it evened out
hormones.
your estrogen levels.
Right.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And basically it's a weak estrogen that'll bind to estrogen receptor sites so that other estrogens, stronger ones, don't have a strong pronounced effect on you. So it can kind of take the place of estrogen, from what I understand. And then it'll help improve your own natural testosterone production.
Yeah. And so what's left over after your hormones consume all this energy,
Yeah.
you get free testosterone. And that free testosterone can go through the blood-brain barrier. And the idea is that that's additional energy for your brain to heal itself. With
It's free to be
testosterone.
active in your body.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm no doctor, but this is my amateur research. So for 3 years now, I haven't experienced any depression. I was like, whoa, this is okay. Now you can build. Now you can start. If you do have a bad day, you can embrace it. Say, okay, this is going to be a day I'm just going to go inward and not do shit.
Here's an opportunity
Focus on
to
something.
like
Take a
overcome
rest.
challenge.
Take a rest. It's not always about the body. Sometimes you got to clear your head, or you got stress, so you got to de-stress. Like cortisol levels are the worst thing you could have in your body, like stress levels. It just saps your energy. It just saps all the resources you have, stress, including your time. So if you recognize that.
If your testosterone was low, chances are your cortisone was probably high.
Yeah.
So you're existing in a low testosterone, high cortisone state. That's going to make you feel sluggish, tired, probably depressed, and lacking some motivation even.
Yeah.
And then that free testosterone hits, and bam, motivation.
Yeah, well, potential too.
Yeah,
I mean, you
potential.
start building day by day. You're like, oh shit, wait, there's history now that I can see it. Everything's all good. It's like a little personal comfort to know that this much time has passed. A year has passed. Wow, shit, I haven't been depressed in a year. Is that real?
And you're stacking positive day on top of positive day.
Exactly. And your lows aren't anywhere close to the abyssal depression I was experiencing.
And this is happening while you're starting your jiu-jitsu journey.
Yeah. Started training with Eddie, going to class 3-4 times a week.
Nice.
And
You're doing some beginner classes too, though, right? You're doing Scott Ross a little bit.
I tried to go to Eddie's class first. I walked in, I was like, hi, my name is Michael Plaster.
And he's
He would
like-
forget his name. And he was like, do 24 classes with Scott Ross.
Yeah. That was
I
the
said,
deal
okay.
back then. You had to check in with Eddie. When I first started, you either had to do like 24 privates to take his class, or you had to do 24 beginner classes, and you had to let him know that you did the classes. So I was like emailing Eddie.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I took this class today, but I was doing 3 classes a day or some shit like that. So I was like, I just give him a report of the day. Took these classes. This is what I learned.
That's a job.
You know what I'm saying?
You took that professionally.
That's what he said he wanted. I mean, I don't know how many other people were doing it, but it was take these many classes, email me and let me know what you did and what you learned. When you're ready, you can come to adult classes. And I think I got 24 classes in like 3 weeks or something like that. So
I think the first thing I learned was a lockdown, just like everyone.
yeah,
Lockdown and then pimp arm.
deep half, lockdown, shit like that.
Yeah. But now with the warm-ups, it's so funny. Like people complain about having to have curriculum in front of them. Like you got
Here's the ultimate cheat sheet.
Yeah, and it's
create
on the wall. It's literally on the
to
wall.
build the best warriors ever.
You don't have to secretly write it down.
Fuck, man.
You
Thank
know?
you, Eddie. Can't thank you enough, man.
It's on the wall.
I'm very proud of the warm-up wall.
Yeah, that was all your idea, right?
Very, very proud of that.
Yeah.
The single greatest contribution to the 10th planet system, I think.
There's a lot of
We're
people doing
adding
that.
the war wall now too. So we're gonna have competitions, and then you got to write your name under
It like a chalkboard as well.
Yeah. So you got to sign up. Is your name on the wall?
Damn, it's gonna have to be.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I want people to feel. When people look around and be like, whose name's not on the wall?
What's at the top?
The name of the competition. And then everyone's signing up for who's going to war, basically.
And then you have you circle like the people who placed or something.
We could work on that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people get, the plugs on social media when they place and things like that. It's not, I mean, we want people to continue competing, win or lose.
Participate.
Always, some people come out, have their awesome first showing. They go out, they win their first match, they get a gold medal their first tournament. They're fucking awesome. Good for them. Other people go out and get crushed their first time, and that is better for you. You may not like it, and you may hate it, and you may never come back to jiu-jitsu. And that's the only thing that sucks about that is when people go out and they lose their first match, they lose their first tournament, they never come back. But some people, I can think of a few, I'm picturing this person right now, they had a tough match. They lost. Their friends were there. They felt embarrassed. You know what I mean? They cried. We had some emotional texts back and forth about the future. I didn't see them for 2 months. You know what I mean? I thought maybe they'd never come back. Now they're here stronger than ever, and it gives you the opportunity to kind of go through that. A loss is so strong for some people, man. It makes them way, way, way better. I went on a tangent.
Is that review, just because of the time it takes? You have to review what you lost, right?
Yeah, and I think for some people, not everyone started jiu-jitsu at 16 or 12. I mean, the people I'm thinking of are people that started jiu-jitsu at 38 or 42. And then they have their first competition at 44, with
man.
You know what I'm saying? That's a different someone at
some
that level of life.
25-year-olds.
Yeah, people at 44, 45, they're not trying to put their shit on the line anymore.
Yeah.
They don't. It's the bravado of the youth that have that I got something to prove that they can do it. But to see a man in his 40s still see competition, I mean, there's someone who's really trying to improve themselves, someone who really has an itch that they're trying to say, who am I? What am I about? What is this experience about? And that's about seeing who I am and what I'm about. And competition gives that opportunity.
When I shoot people in competition, I also shoot before and I also shoot after. And if I can, I shoot their life, a little bit of their life, something not related to jiu-jitsu. And I find the little hero's journey in that, because every competition's the same. It's
the microcosm, the micro hero's journey, and on the greater.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can literally see the hero's journey in 1 minute, 5 minutes, you can see it. And everyone goes through that. And I think that's, if I had a religion, I'm kind of leaning towards the hero's journey. You can't get.
Maybe that's the simulation we're in. Maybe that's the game we're all in right now. We're in the hero's journey simulation.
I think it's beyond being human.
This experience is about the hero's.
It's definitely beyond being human. Animals go through this. The hero's journey is a culmination of all the meta characteristics of a hero, so throughout our human history. So only the best characteristics stick with the idea of Christ, the Buddha, the Godhead.
Those get carried forward.
The demigod. So, and it's always slightly mystical, they're supernatural too. There's a heavenly aura about them. But that's because it's a goal. The goal might be unattainable. You might not come back from the dead, but you can live that same journey that all these other heroes have lived. I used to lucid dream a lot. I would put on a Spider-Man mask in my dream.
Nice.
And that's when I would wake up. It was always a superhero.
Were you going into lucid dreaming intentionally? Did you go, okay, I'm a lucid dream?
It was just spontaneous.
It just happened to you?
But after it happened enough times, I was like, oh, dude, I want to get back there.
Are you a dreamer or are you a marijuana smoker?
Oh, damn. Do I have to pick, really?
I just noticed people who smoke a lot of marijuana.
Well, I don't smoke a lot.
Don't dream that much.
I'll smoke.
They dream a lot in real life, in day, they're awake dreaming.
Yeah.
But at night.
Yeah, it definitely does harm the ability to lucid dream.
Yeah.
But I think so does caffeine, I think so does sugar. I think those certain foods that increase, what do you call it? The inflammation. Inflammation, that's what it is. The foods that increase inflammation, it hinders your mind. too, slightly. Not like I can't see and shit like that,
Yeah.
but it dampens your ability to create, I think. But then again, there's other benefits like drinking coffee, smoking weed, whatever else.
Dude, I was at the dentist yesterday, and they were trying to give me fluoride.
What were they saying to you?
Like, oh, hey, this is normally when we're gonna put the fluoride in your mouth. I was like, yeah, hold up, we're gonna skip that part. Like, are you sure? Da, 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 da. And I was like, man, I'm not about the fluoride. And they're like, those studies. She right away started defending the studies. They're like,
Wow.
Those studies are on way more fluoride than you would ever consume. You know, it's a minuscule amount. And I was like, I still don't want it. She's like, well, underdeveloped countries, their teeth isn't as good as ours. I'm like, I'm cool.
Why
on the
did-
fluoride? But she's still spouting these these statistics at me, man.
Was she the dentist?
No, she was the hygienist.
Oh.
But I'm the only I can think of is like there must be some kind of kickback. She must get some kind of commission. She gets that fluoride treatment.
Yeah, why are you trying to prove to me
I think she just
some
wants.
chemical?
Why does the government give that much of a fuck about our teeth? They're gonna
Yeah.
fucking put. Yeah,
It's
all
only
the
the
things the
teeth.
government cares about. They're like, man, we want our country to have strong teeth, so we're gonna put.
That's
fucking,
above science right now. You know,
And
like,
that's what I said. I was like, you know what? The science is clouded on whether it's even. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. I'm like, okay.
yeah, follow the money.
Yeah. So,
Sure, someone's making money.
or you just got to get rid of a bunch of fluoride. I'm not sure what to do with it. Put it in the water.
Yeah, it's like a byproduct that you have to just throw into the public somehow, in some form.
Dude, so you're all about those cryptos too, man. I've noticed you and Dave are just constantly talking about crypto.
Yeah, yeah, cryptocurrencies are pretty interesting.
That's
That's like
a lot of shit, man.
That's the largest dispersion, I think, just by looking at kind of like the future of it. It looks like it's the largest human distribution of wealth ever.
It's scary for the new world order.
Like the internet
Yeah.
was like that. The .coms, like that
But
was.
then look what they did with the internet. They're
Yeah.
like, man, this is too good. Today. What happened today?
I didn't watch the hearing, but they're trying to push through the ending of net neutrality.
What does that mean for us non-net neutrality understanding motherfuckers?
Like, you want a technical thing or just like an abstract?
No, I want you to elevator pitch it to me to an elevator in the Midwest.
All right. Net
keep it
neutrality
simple.
protects customers from being charged for more for their internet use.
Still don't know what that means.
Like,
Why is the Senate why is it such a big deal? What does the average American gain or lose on this net neutrality thing?
so if you get your news from certain news sources, it's possible that your carrier who gives you internet would slow down those websites so that it discourages traffic from going there. And then other websites who can just provide the money, like Netflix, can say, I'm going to pay this fee.
So basically,
And
like,
get regular
if people were like, I get all my news from 10PATX radio,
Yeah.
and I love it. And I go to 10PATX.com, and that's where I get my news.
If you were flagged
And
under
then,
this
yeah,
corporate
Netflix
structure.
would be like, fuck Curtis and Michael Plaster.
Yeah.
And Priscilla and Dave and all the people that work so hard, Ryan Giles.
Maybe not Netflix, but the provider of the internet.
Provider would slow down.
Like Time Warner, you know?
Yeah. Or could they make it hard to find me?
No. But they would have control over how much speed they give you.
Man. So basically, they can fuck you.
Yeah, speed. You know, you can't get shit instantly. Like
Yeah,
right
so
now, like internet
too
speeds
slow.
are throttled now.
Yeah.
Actually, like getting 15 megabits down and like 5 megabits up, that's retarded. We just get some fiber, and it's a gig down and a gig up. Like, and that's real technology. We could be laying down and giving people right now. You know,
Do you feel like Google Fiber is replacing the fungus?
like the fungi
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
world or whatever. The internet is kind of like another web, and then
Yeah.
the
You up on that
fungus.
Paul Stamets stuff?
Yeah. I think fungus is probably like 5-dimensional being.
Yeah.
You know, that's
and Google
like
Fiber is like trying to be as badass
it's really
as fungi.
it's like AI versus fungi.
It is.
Fungi.
You guys heard it here for the first time. It's AI versus fungi. That is the battle of the fucking decade right now. That's what's happening.
That's the future war. That's like World War 10.
Yeah. Artificial intelligence versus fungal intelligence. Damn.
And then humans are caught in the middle.
Like, which side do I choose? You want to choose the fungus.
You're going to be eating it.
You want to go back to the fungus, guys.
You're going to be eating it, and the technology is going to be in you too. It's gonna be like,
AI is going to tempt you, but you don't want what they're offering. They're going to replace you.
cold souls.
Cold, dead souls.
Oh, man.
So
Obviously the interests go like really wide.
We got to wrap it up, man.
How long have we been going on for?
Let's do another one and dive deeper into some of these.
Yeah, I'd love
issues.
to. I'd love to. Any one of those topics we can go deep into.
I'm gonna review this podcast. Look at some of your posts. We didn't even talk about your photography.
I mean, we could talk for
aliens. What's like training under Eddie? The secrets he tells you.
Off to the side.
This is what's really going on.
He actually, man, he's very vocal.
Yeah, Eddie tells everyone everything.
Shit.
He's not keeping secrets, man.
Yeah, very vocal. Cool. Thanks for having me, man.
Any words you live by, other than be the hero of your own fucking story. You're on a hero's journey. That's the reality. If you try to deny it, you're just delaying the hero's journey, right? Like,
yeah, you can be in denial and just
life's gonna tell you.
Oh, it's gonna hit you harder and harder and harder. You either take the carrot or take the stick. You know,
man, you're full of good ones. Fun guy versus AI. Take the fucking carrot or take the stick. Be the hero of your own journey, and we'll see you soon, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Peace.
That's reminding me, we gotta go back to that. We've been spending so much live time on so many other situations. You could come up with 45 situations where you could start live drills. So more than that. Head and arm lockdown from pre-stomp. You start from pre-stomp. Live drill from cocoon. Live drill from home control. Live drill from double underhooks, butterfly guard. Just starting in different points, different paths, and seeing if you could go along the path. Getting strong at the end. Just like EBI overtime. You could do that for any position. Every leg lock position, start in Ashi. You could start in just full guard. So we're here, we're here, boom, down. So that's a low double bag right there. That's a low double bag, pop, 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 pop. We want a high double bag. Look how high this is. And really adjust. Pull the right arm and start pushing that elbow in. If he wants his elbow over here. Look, I have nothing now. Right here. Now his arm is in danger. He can't get it back. Look at this. Think you can handle that? Let's try it. Full guard.
Yeah. There's a whole lot of fun.
Silence. This man taking 5 minutes to get here. Damn. Down on top again. Both hands on the chest. Very important. Both hands on the chest. Guy on top. There you go. Guy on top. Both hands on the chest. Very important. Now, swing your left leg up. If your hand, it's got to be wrist to ankle. If you.
Can you get this? Yeah, there we go. Good job.
All right, now, let go of the ankle, clear the neck, rehook the ankle. Let go of the ankle, claw it. Now, unclank the ankles, high double back. Unclank the ankles, high double back. Hands on the chest, and your elbows wide, not elbows together. All right? Keep that left arm on the chest, very important. Exactly where it's at. Keep your left the whole way through.
Got it. Thank you.
I was just telling Michael, I'm so spoiled. I'm with you all the time, but I never shoot you because
I know, listen, this guy.
it's terrible.
He's takes me for granted.
Those are cool. These off. Yeah. Oh, that's Megan. We got that. That bar light, we got it. Scott, TJ, can I have you guys here right here? Let's just have you kind of ready. How's that look? Too far? It's too far? It's good? Out of focus? Nice long lens. Beautiful.
You shooting the open now? Shooting the open?
Yeah. Shit. Can I ankle lock TJ?
You know that I think that this is called a big afternoon on tonight.
See, I'm prepared. He's trying to distract me,
my
but
wife works in like
I've got a
HVAC.
defensive zone.
I'm telling you.
I've watched the Baz Rutten tapes. We're gonna have I know how you're supposed to stand.
I don't have that program out.
In case of the headbutt.
You don't need it.
I don't need
He's a
it.
headbutt guy, I can tell.
Daniel O'Brien.
Daniel O'Brien. Got it. Scott Ross over here, Eric Cruz over here. Beautiful. Let's get our 3 stick mics.
Compella. I'm compelled to say that more. Compella.
Let's do this right now. It rolls off. Can you guys tighten up?
Compella.
Don't ask him either, man.
This guy, that was incredible. This guy today, I mean, come on, don't say anything else. That was incredible.
He did amazing.
There's my money.
He broke the record. 3 submissions in 220. Shit. Congratulations.
Can't hold one. Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations.
Yes, you want to get up there? I knew I got the 2 seconds.
I was able to move my elbows up the whole time. So like it was tight the whole time. It definitely popped a little bit, I think, but it wasn't anything too crazy. So you were doing your job to transition your legs to the right spot, so I had to like actively think as I was getting.
All right, that's a walkthrough of the Auden Academy during EBI 14.